Stance Equitec sponsored riders with us today, Emily Patterson. Emily, congratulations on all of your success recently with your thoroughbreds. The way that you promote thoroughbreds in our sport, which is show jumping, is impressive. I'd like to talk to you about the Stance products. You've been using them for quite a few years now. What do people say about your horses?
Thanks, Lisa. I always get comments about how good they look. I live in Moree. I only ride as a hobby, so they're getting ridden at ridiculous hours in the morning in the dark. And I think the Stance products, I know I've got to travel 6 hours minimum every show I've got to go to. And I know with feeding the Stance products, the horses always come off the float looking and feeling their absolute best.
Your favourite Stance products?
My favourite Stance products are the Numerical. It is great for horses' joints, inflammation. My good horse Libertarian stumped the meter 75 yesterday. He's 16 years old. I've never had any soundness issues with him. He doesn't get injected. He doesn't get anything. He's just on the Numerical, and it just makes the biggest difference in the world. Stumplex, I know that they're getting all the support they need for their joints, tendons, and they're getting the very best support they need for show jumping.
So you're feeding VitaSense to your team of thoroughbreds. Why is that?
I feed VitaSense because I feed the Cool Stance Copper. I also feed a complete feed. Being small horses, the recommended amount that is on the bag, they do not need that. And when you don't feed the recommended amount, the horses are not getting the amount of vitamins and minerals that they actually need in their diet. So VitaSense is what gives them a complete diet. We're in the middle of a drought at the moment, and the horses just look unreal.
You mentioned that your horses have to travel a lot for shows, and you're feeding Ulcer Buff. Can you tell us a few reasons why you're feeding the Ulcer Buff?
Ulcer Buff is one of my favourite products because obviously when you get thoroughbreds, they are very stressy animals. When you get them off the track, they think every time you put them on the float, you're going to a race. So they work themselves up, which causes ulcers. They're fed very high grain diets, which causes ulcers again. So I feed Ulcer Buff I feed it before and after and during competitions to keep their acid levels at the right amount. And since feeding Ulcer Buff, I've never ever had an ulcer issue. The Osmoplex is actually one of my favourite products because they get it, every single horse gets it every day in their feed. It's a salt and electrolyte replacer, so it doesn't matter where it's hot, cold, you know they're getting the salt that they need. It makes them drink enough water. Obviously, we've come here at home, it was 38 degrees when we left. We're standing here in coats. My horses are drinking full buckets of water because of the Osmoplex. Since feeding Osmoplex, I've never had a horse colic, which has been great. So I know they're getting what they need when we are at home and when we go away to shows.
Definitely. Salt and electrolytes are so important. The way you commented the hot and cold, some people think that horses only need electrolytes in the summer. That's not true. They need them all year round. It's really important to feed electrolytes all year round. So, head, paws and hearts, you also feed that. What's the reasons that you feed that and what results do you see?
It's actually one of my favourite products. It gives the horses extra fibre in their diet. It makes their coats really shiny. It gives them extra oil. It just overall adds extra into their diet that they need.
This is our performance. What do you think that adds in their diet?
It just gives them the extra energy they need at shows. Obviously, traveling long distance, you can take a lot out of horses. So by feeding the oil, you can actually just give them a little bit more, and they get the extra energy boost they need. But you also get the shine that you want, and knowing that everything's just making go through. Stance literally have whatever you need, they have.